welcome back to my channel. We are on day 30 of YouTober. I cannot believe that tomorrow is Halloween. I'm just mind blown. Halloween is my favorite time of year. I love this season and I'm just so friggin' obsessed with Halloween. Thank you for tuning into all these videos. For today's video of YouTober, I thought I would share my tips on how to let go of your past, let go of maybe people that hurt you. I definitely have gone through a season this year of a lot of change, a lot of letting go, and even like growing up, a lot happened that has caused me as an adult to need to look back and reflect on those things in order to let them go. I thought in today's video I would share kind of more of a mindfulness video, you know, throwback to my Mindfulness Monday videos. Thought I would share with you guys just my tips on what I have learned as I've gone through the process of letting go and adjusting to change. I have 5 tips for you guys to help you in letting go of the past, that way you can move forward and kind of release anything that might be holding you back. So I hope you guys find these tips helpful. These are in no particular order, just 5 tips that have helped me. My first tip is probably an obvious one if you have been on my channel for any sort of length of time, is to journal. So I have been journaling since I can remember. My very first journal was a little mini Barbie diary that had a little lock on it. And I believe that was in like the 1st or 2nd grade. I wish I still had that. I have no idea what happened to it, but I do remember that. And so I've been writing things down for as early as I can remember. And even when I was younger, you know, I would just write down what I had to eat that day and what I did at recess. You know, it was very basic things, but as I got older, it became a place to get all my thoughts down, and it became a place to release a lot of things. When you're journaling, especially if you can do it in a way where you're just mindlessly writing whatever comes into your head onto the page, it becomes very therapeutic because you start realizing things that maybe you hadn't thought about, or things come up that you didn't even know was on your mind, and it helps you to just see it all on paper, and you can look at things more objectively that way. You know, you can go back and read through it and be like, oh wow, like I didn't realize I was even thinking that way about this situation. And it's so illuminating to be able to look back and understand that, because you start to learn things about yourself and that particular situation, start that healing process if you're journaling things out. So that's my first thing, is to try out journaling. Even if you've never done it before, honestly, you can just take a blank piece of paper and just write down anything that comes into your head. Even if it's just starting out with like maybe a bullet form list of things that are stressing you out, or just something to get words onto paper. Something about putting pen to paper is just really transformative. My next tip is trying out therapy. You know, sometimes it can really help to talk to people. I'm so thankful that the stigma around therapy has definitely been changing in recent years. I've been going to therapy personally since 2009, in and out throughout the years, but consistently with the therapist that I currently go to, I've been going to see him for like 3 years now. Even if you are not going through something in your life where you feel like you need therapy, and I'm putting air quotes around that because I think anyone can benefit from therapy. I think people associate therapy with needing to fix something in their life, or something's wrong, or they're going through something. I don't necessarily think you only need therapy when things in your life are going bad. I think that anyone can benefit from therapy, because therapy teaches you tools on how to manage and how to approach your life. My therapist, he talks a lot about mindfulness, and I've learned so much from him, and I'm so thankful for that. I've learned so much from my therapist, and you know, when you are going through tough times in life, when you are trying to let go of something, or let go of the past, or heal from something that has happened to you, therapy obviously is really important in that instance too. I think it just helps to talk to someone, and the great thing about going to therapy, and I know there's even online therapy now, that's always an option too. You know, if you're maybe not someone that is as comfortable going in and talking to someone, therapy has just been something that has taught me a new perspective on how to work through things that I'm going through, view my life differently. You know, you get an outsider perspective on it, someone just talking to you, kind of bouncing it back to you, so that way you can see things a little bit clearer. They can offer an outside perspective that you might not have thought of. Therapy has definitely been a key element in helping me let go of past things that I've gone through, helping me heal from traumas and breakups and stresses of life. Therapy has been super beneficial for that. My third tip is to let yourself feel whatever it is that you're feeling. You gotta feel your feelings. You gotta feel all the feels. For a while, there was a glorified presence around hiding your feelings, or working past your feelings, or just pushing through them and not actually feeling them. And that's so important, especially if you're trying to heal from something that really hurt you. Feeling those feelings, as sucky and crappy as it might be when you're feeling them, you have to do it in order to heal. Because the thing is I've tried stuffing them down before with other things that have happened to me, and it doesn't work. It comes back and it might come back like years later. It will still come back though. If you're having a crappy day, let yourself feel crappy for a little bit, especially if you're going through something and trying to heal from it. I'm not saying to dwell on it or let it ruin your whole day, but if you feel like crying, go to the bathroom and cry for 10 minutes and then, you know, get yourself together and then go back out to your day. By feeling those feelings and letting yourself work through those emotions rather than just like bulldozing through them, you actually start to heal them in the process because you're allowing them to go through your body and then they can be released. Tip 4 is to create a gratitude list. I've talked about this in so many of my bullet journal videos already, but I am a huge advocate of gratitude lists. Having gratitude and showing gratitude and really feeling that gratitude in your bones of your body is so transformative and helping you heal from past experiences. And it doesn't necessarily mean you have to be feeling gratitude for anything related to the situation. Feeling that gratitude puts you in a better state of being. It changes your energy, it shifts your perspective. It just really can be transformative for helping you release the other negative stuff that's going on in your life or the other things that you're kind of going through. Expressing that gratitude, whether I'm writing a gratitude list or putting it on my phone or whatever it is, but actually feeling that energy of the gratitude in my body. So letting it sit for a minute and just be like, wow, like I'm thankful for this in this moment. That is such a powerful shift and a powerful mindset to be sending out to the universe to say, hey, I am thankful in this moment, because the universe is going to send you more things to be grateful for when you're expressing that. You're kind of giving yourself a defense against those things that have hurt you and saying, hey, I'm choosing to focus on the positive, the things that I'm thankful for, the things that I love in my life right now, rather than constantly 24/7 focusing on the things that are hurting me or that I hate or that I am struggling with. The universe will reflect that back to you in your life. And then tip 5 is to forgive. And this can be to forgive yourself, to forgive the person that hurt you, to forgive the situation, to forgive what happened, whatever it is. Personally, like what I've done in the past is I like to write letters because I've found that that kind of distances me from the situation, from being like so involved in it. I'll write a letter in my journal either to the person that hurt me or to myself if it's something that I need to forgive myself for, if I may be beating myself up over something that, you know, a mistake I made or something like that. Letters have really helped me, you know, and I don't ever send them, I just write them in my journal. One time I did this and actually gave the letter to the person. This can just be for you. The whole thing with forgiveness and when you've been hurt by something is holding on to that pain and that suffering. It doesn't ever affect the other person ever as much as you want it to. It will never affect them. It will only negatively affect you and your life. By expressing that gratitude and actually making it into a physical form, by putting pen to paper and expressing that forgiveness to yourself, to the person that hurt you, or to the situation, it helps you again feel that and then release it. And that's so powerful if you can get to that point and just say, writing it down, I forgive you. It's so transformative. And I know that this might sound a little cheesy of something to do, but honestly, writing these forgiveness letters has been a big deal for me. It's really helped me work through a lot of things, especially in situations where you don't necessarily have the closure that you're looking for. And it can be more than one. I had one breakup that I think I wrote like 5 forgiveness letters in my journals to this person. One was right at the beginning, like right after the breakup happened. And obviously I was still going through the same hurt and those feelings. So I would continue to write those letters until I finally wrote the last one and was able to release it. So forgiveness letters have been a really big deal for me in helping me release things from the past and move forward. So those are my 5 tips on how to let go of your past, how to forgive, all of that. I personally use these tips still to this day. I have written forgiveness letters this year. I have definitely gone to therapy this year, and I have actually created a habit of daily journaling consistently this year, and I'm extremely grateful for all of that. Obviously, I've shown gratitude too, so I'm still actively using all these tips. They are an important part of healing from anything for me, and I thought it would be nice to share them with you. So I hope you find these tips helpful. Tomorrow is the last day of YouTober. I cannot believe that we have already made it an entire month of YouTober. I've had so much fun hanging out with you guys, and I hope you have loved these YouTober videos. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the last day of YouTober and Halloween. So excited. Bye guys.